What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Pogo Bros. If you're new to the channel, leave a like, drop a comment, and make sure to subscribe so you can get the latest in Pogo Bros content. And we're ahead of the curve this time, or actually on pace, I should say. And we got some Spring Cup battles today. I wanted to utilize for sure my rank 2 Shadow Mawile. Look at those IVs, 0, 15, 15. Pretty proud of that one, and I wanted to build a team around it in this meta. The Mud Boys are pretty annoying, as well as Galarian Wheezing, Jellicent, and of course Ferrothorn. So typically I run Fire Fang on it to deal with the Ferrothorn, but honestly, you find yourself in kind of like a rock paper scissors kind of matchup when you're going up against like Tentacruel or even Jellicent. So we're actually going to have some more neutral coverage today, and we're using not one but 2 Pokemon with Astonish. So you're going to see a lot of those reactions today with the Astonish. Left and right, the opponent is going to just be getting bubbled down. It's a weird animation, but we don't get stab coverage or attack bonus on the Astonish, but they're gonna chunk on these opponents, and you're gonna see very quickly that it's a very nice coverage play for this meta. We won't be doing crazy amounts of damage on a lot of Pokemon, but we'll be doing consistent damage. And with some of these shadow types that we go up against, that's going to make the difference here. And then we got, of course, Slurpuff here. It's got a very interesting moveset, grass and fire coverage for the before mentioned Pokemon. Rank 5, by the way, too, so it's pretty good. But anyways, let's get into these battles, all right? All right, first battle here. We got a shiny Mawile here. Let's see what kind of move it has, and it has Fire Fang. So, yep, that's going to be a problem for this team. Really, none of us want to see Fire Fang, so it's going to be a team effort here. But we got the Amoonguss in there. We throw a resisted foul play. Chunks the Mawile a lot. We're going to go for some damage here because they have a very tough swap on us, as they're doing super effective damage with their fast moves. But we get a shield, so not a bad little mid-game here. We're going to probably come back with the Mawile. Yes, we are. And because we're not running Fire Fang, we're actually doing decent damage with these Astonishes, although I did not plan on them having Water Pulse. So pretty much our Mawile is rendered obsolete here. We're going to bank up a move and then switch out of this, as it is now in Energy Ball range. And since they have Fire Fang, this is probably a Power Punch. Yes, it is. So we're able to overfarm just slightly. We don't want to be taking too much damage from those Fire Fangs. And then we take out the Mawile, and they come in with a Ferrothorn here. So this is exactly why we have the Slurpuff here, because it definitely does not want to see a fire move, and they respect the flamethrower. So good job on the opponent, but we're calling that this isn't a flash cannon, and we actually survive with minimal HP, and we're very spammy. We're gonna get to this flamethrower and check it out. Boom! All right, so we take out the Ferrothorn, and we have a move banked for the remaining Pokemon, which is the Mantine. Honestly, I could have thrown a player up, as it would have been neutral rather than the Iron Head. I just kind of forgot how much energy we had, so it wasn't BM or anything. Anyways, next matchup, we have an Empoleon in the lead. Interesting matchup here. It's got Metal Claw. That was buffed a few seasons ago. It's doing neutral damage against us, but it's chunking very well. And we actually go for the resisted Play Rough, and we chunk that thing down. And then we catch the move here on our Amoonguss. That is huge. And look at these Astonishes go. These are non-stab Astonishes, and now we win CMP, and we're going for the super effective foul play here. This is an excellent mid-game matchup. Now we respect the Shadow Ball, so that's fantastic right there. And honestly, I lost count of their energy here. I should have thrown another CMP right there. I thought they were only at a Surf, but they actually have the Shadow Ball, so we're pretty much toast right here. But we're going to get off this move on the Ferrothorn and chunk it right here. And these are double resisted Bullet Seeds, so we're actually able to bank a move here, and we get a catch on the Mawile to preserve that energy. And at this point, we're gonna go ahead and throw a move before the opponent takes us out with another Mirror Shot. And look at us, we're chunking here. We've got this thing down in the red from non-stab Astonishes and resisted Iron Head, so can't complain here. Now that we're gonna wait out our switch clock, and we're gonna go ahead and take that last shield off of the the Ferrothorn, and they still can't Bullet Seed farm us down. And they actually go to switch in the Empoleon, and we actually take each other out. So that's best case scenario right there. So the opponent doesn't get to overfarm. And we know already that they don't have Flash Cannon, so we're able to take these mirror shots. They're super effective, but it's a very crappy move, and the opponent didn't let us go for a Fairy Wind farm down, which is unfortunate, but we got that win. GG's. All right, next matchup. Opponent clears the way very quickly because they're thinking probably that we have Fire Fang, and Amoonguss does not want any part of that. They come in with a Pelipper, which you don't really see very often. We're just gonna go for the nuke here. I don't want to bait. Let's get that shield, if anything. Except the opponent lets it through, so boom. All right. Now we're in this matchup that they were looking to avoid. They see that we have Astonished, so they can afford to hang out with us. But hey, we're still resisting those foul plays. Shadow Mawile, very glassy, but us and our IVs took that foul play pretty well, and they let them move through. So now we go in with our own. We safe swap our own Amoonguss because we know that we can win this matchup now that we have a health lead. And they come in with their Mantine right here. We go for a nice cheeky little bait, and they actually shield it, so we're looking pretty good right now. We want to save some health on this Amoonguss. We make sure to throw on good timing here, and now we come in with the Sludge Bomb. They shield that as well, so now opponent has 0 shields just like us. Now they're going to go for the KOing move here, and yes, it does take us out, but now they're in range where we could probably take them out with an energy ball. So now we're going to take a move here. Water Pulse does hurt a lot. We're gonna barely overfarm here, making sure that they don't catch on us. And the energy ball does take them out. And then we come in with the Mawile to force them to throw their energy, or else we would farm them down. And then we go for the resisted Fairy Wind down. GG's, you love to see it. All right, this is a very good lead here because we have Astonished. The opponent does not know that. They were thinking probably that we were going to come in with the Fire Fang, and then we count 4 hexes and then switch and catch the Surf on the Amoonguss. So we preserve a lot of energy on our Mawile, and we've done considerable damage along the way, and we're ready for this mid-game matchup here. Opponent's just going to be throwing foul plays here. We chose not to have Grass Knot on the Amoonguss, so that way we could hit them with the Sludge Bomb, but the opponent respects it. That would have done considerable damage, and they can't even farm us down. So now we're forcing them to throw energy. This is fantastic. And remember, we preserve energy on the Mawile here, so now we're able to overfarm slightly. We definitely win CMP, but I just wanted to preserve a little bit of health too because those Astonishes do some damage. And the opponent comes in with their Jellicent. So now that we have shields, I am happy to stay in this matchup and shield this move up. And they have a Ferrothorn in the back. So here I probably should have switched out immediately to just get straight into the Slurpuff, but I just wasn't thinking. A lot of these battles were done at like 3 in the morning. Yeah, that's a mistake on my part, but at this point I'm so deep in here that I just need to get that second shield, and I'm going to come in with the Slurpuff, and I just got to hope that the opponent doesn't have Flash Cannon, because that would be very rough. And they only have Power Whip, so that's excellent for us, and we actually throw on CMP tie here, so luckily we do win that. I honestly did not know into this battle. Oh, they actually caught on us. That is a brutal catch. Kudos to the opponent right there. That is an insane catch right there. But they used all their energy and were able to get the farm down. So respect to the opponent. That was a great battle. I didn't even see the swap, so pat yourself on the back, but hold the L. All right, we're in this next matchup here. And then we have a Dugong, very interesting lead. We do correctly shield the drill run. So we're gonna overfarm here, and then we're gonna let him move off. And it nearly takes the opponent out. Dugong is a very very bulky Pokemon, so that's really cool to see. Here they come in with a Leavanny. You don't really see these too often, but no, it doesn't have any threatening moves for us. And they have 2 shields. I thought that they were gonna for sure spend a shield here, but man, that was a gutsy bait call by the opponent. The Sludge Bomb would have obliterated it. So now the opponent takes us out, but we're coming in for a significant farm down. So that forces them to swap out, and they come into a Galarian Weezing, and boom! They didn't respect the Iron Head, and so we come in and go for the unchallenged Fairy Wind farm down for the win. GG's. All right, another what's it called? Jellicent in the lead here. They're staying in. They do bait us with the surf, which is totally fine. We've done considerable damage with our fast move. They come in with the wheezing. And what is up with these opponents not respecting the Iron Head? I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, by all means, keep doing it. But that is just craziness. And then there we go with the catch. We had to return the favor. There you go. You took my shield once, and yeah, that's what's gonna happen in that situation. Total domination, GG's. All right, we got a Spice Lord in the next matchup with a Breloom, so we're gonna save swap because we have two better answers in the back. And the opponent actually concedes the match. GG's. All right. All right, in this next matchup, this is also where it helps to have Astonish because we're doing neutral damage on this Shadow Tentacruel. We actually call that bait, so that's very good. Actually, they may not have built up to it. They only did 7 poison jabs. I don't know the counts, to be honest, but they let the poison fang or the play rough through, so we're able to take them out quickly. And then they come in with their Mawile, and this is kind of a problem because I wanted to clear the debuff, but we really don't have too good of an answer for Mawile, so we're just going to go for single resisted foul plays here. They do shield it, and the opponent is choosing to overfarm here, which is great because we're allowed to get this move off, but they call it, and they know that they can survive it. So here, Amoonguss has done its job. We're going to probably come in here and try to get a nice little farm down. Actually with the Slurpuff, so you know that we had a good idea right there. The problem is it's they could, if they have Sludge Bomb, this could probably one-shot us. So we come in with the Mawile here. We had them force a shield. They let it through, and at this point I'm thinking. Yeah, actually, I don't know what I was thinking because we might have gotten the Fairy Wind through that would have taken them out, but I was thinking they would get to 2 moves because they had a lot of energy. I probably should have shielded that, but okay, the opponent does get a win, so GG's. All right, and we're in this next matchup here with a Tentacruel. We just go for the Iron Head this time. We're just trying to get off some quick damage on this thing. We do commit 1 shield here because they did build up to the Scald, and I didn't want to be one-shot, so I'm fine with going 1 shield down and taking that out in the lead because that would be a problem for our backline. Then they come in with a Amoonguss of their own. So we're going to definitely expend some energy here, and then we're going to stay in this matchup. We were looking to catch a player or a foul play, but the opponent held onto their energy wisely. So now we're sitting in this mid-game matchup, and I imagine the opponent has Grass Knot because they didn't because they went for a foul play, but they have a Tropius, and I'll be honest, I haven't seen this in a hot minute, but pretty good in this meta. Flying type into all these grass types will help, and we call that bait, man. They could have went for an aerial ace, but man, get out of here with that. Take some damage, and we're looking pretty good in this matchup here. They can't one-shot us with anything, and they can honestly get to a second move and be fine. So they're gonna switch out, and they come in with their Amoonguss, and we're not gonna risk getting Sludge Bombed again. So we learned our lesson, and they do have Grass Knot. That probably would have taken us out anyways. So now we're just gonna go and take care of business here. Boom. We take out the Amoonguss, and we're gonna get this farm down. Yep, they get to 1 more move here actually. We'll see if we survive it. We do not, but we do survive 1 air slash and get the win for the Shadow Mawile. GG's. All right, next matchup, we got a Galarian Weezing in the front, and in this meta, they can be running overheat, so we do not want to take an overheat to the face, but often that means that we're shielding up a resisted sludge, and that never feels good. But honestly, like 2 of those could take out Shadow Mawile. And again, they're just not respecting the Iron Head. I don't understand, but this is only like the first day in the season, so I imagine opponents will catch on. But they come in with a Shadow Shiftry, and that's a very spicy Pokemon here. That does a lot of damage for a resisted move, but we're luckily able to withstand the Shadow Snarls here to get off a second move, and we take their second shield here, and they come in with a Credilli now, and I did try Credilli first when I was making a Spring Cup team, but I just didn't like it. Like, it felt too clunky. Like, Ferrothorns really made it an awkward matchup, but here we're able to survive these rock tombs pretty well, and then they're never going to farm us down. So we're able to put them in a position where we're forcing them to throw energy, and we actually force a CMP tie here, so this is fantastic. We take it out, we clear that debuff, and we come back in now with the Slur Puff here. We take oh my gosh, that does a lot of damage. So we're going to shield this one up, but these super effective these fairy ones are looking more like player ups with how glassy Shiftery is, but GG's. All right, Shiny Galarian Weezing in the lead. You know the deal. They come in with a, is that a shiny Dugong? Okay, so maybe a triple shiny team here, but we're going off for this move here before they potentially get an Icy Wind off on us, but we're going to go ahead and catch this move on the Slurpuff, and the opponent decided to bait, so that's unfortunate. So I really would have liked to have taken that on the Mawile, but hindsight's always 20/20. And now that they've debuffed us a lot, we're just trying to soak up the energy here, go for a little cheeky undercharge, but it still takes them out. And then there's a Galarian Weezing that comes back in, and it's going for a hefty Fairy Wind down, which would be very bad for us. So we're going to go ahead and switch out so that way we can prevent that from happening. We do call the Sludge Bait, which is awesome here, because they very well could have gone for an overheat and taken us out. But we do shield up the Sludge now because those things add up on a Shadow Mawile. And again, we take them out with the Iron Head. Although I think they were just looking to save their shields for their Shadow Blastoise in the back. And this is a triple shiny team, so very cool from the opponent. I don't think they're running Ice Beam, or they don't want to throw it. We call that bait. That's right. And they can see the writing on the wall, and they top left. GG's. All right, Shadow Empoleon in the next matchup. This is why one of the reasons I like having Astonish here is look how much damage we're doing to that Empoleon. And these are non-stab Astonishes. We shield that up, and then we retreat into our Amoonguss for this Gliscopod. And Gliscopod's a very awkward Pokemon for our team. It does consistent damage to all of ours, and we don't do super effective at all to it. But they let the Sludge Bomb through, which is huge, because now we can just commit to a farm down here and get Switch here. We go down 2 shields, but I feel confident in having energy on my Amoonguss as well as my and I throw in bad timing there. I don't know what I was thinking, but I definitely should have thrown after 1. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. And they actually have a Trevenant in here, and we're getting a lot of work out of our Amoonguss right here. We force that last shield, and we have a rank 5 Slurpuff, so I'm confident in our ability to survive a Shadow Ball here, and we do. Look at that. That's awesome right here. I farm up as much as I can before the opponent gets to a Seed Bomb here. That would spell disaster if they get to that. But we minimize the farm. We minimize our health in doing that, so that way the opponent doesn't get too many Metal Claws in. And I don't even want to go to the play rough here because I didn't want them to throw a move and take us out. And we do enough damage to where 1 Astonish will take them out in the end game. GG's. All right. And in this next match, what do we have on my screen? We have a Golduck. All right. Kudos to this opponent for running some spice here. I knew that could only be a cross chop, so we take the neutral damage, but it still does a lot. So they let them move through because I know they're glassy, and then we do take them out in 2 Astonishes, which is good because that second Confusion doesn't register right there, and that allows us to get to a move here on this Gliscopod. We get a shield here, which is awesome. So now we save swap into the into our Amoonguss here, and we want to make sure they're not running Aerial Ace, so we do shield up that first one. We can afford to take a move here now. We're making sure to throw in good timing, and they have a Ferrothorn in the back, so this energy will go to good use, although it's a very gradual approach here because we're not hitting it for a lot of damage. But we're forcing the opponent to throw a big move here, and they only have Mirror Shot. We do get debuff, which sucks, so we're going to switch out now and clear that, so that way we can start getting energy on our Slurpuff, because energy on the Slurpuff will be useful as well in the back against the Gliscopod. But this opponent keeps getting these debuffs, and that's annoying, but we throw in good timing here now. We've overfarmed a little bit, so we should either be able to get to a move against the Gliscopod, or at least force them to throw their energy, and they choose to farm up, and that allows us to force their last shield, and then we have a move banked on the Amoonguss to take this win here. GG's. All right, and You might notice that I'm showing a lot of wins here, but I was just getting a lot of wins with this team. Just facts. I gained like 130 ELO in one day, so I was pretty happy with this. Tricky lead here with the Poliwrath. We don't want to stay in with our Mawile because we're just so glassy. So we're gonna be resisting these counters here. We do throw the nuke here, and the opponent rightly shields this, but they can't really do much to us with their fast moves. So I'm interested in maintaining that health in order to force them to either switch out or to get their last shield. But they have a lantern in there, and I would have liked to have been in the lantern matchup with my Amoonguss with a lot more health, but we can't have nice things. But we do correctly call the Thunderbolt, so that was a very good shield that would have taken us out. And we're going for the nuke here. Boom, there we go. We were able to secure some energy still, and the opponent, I'm banking on not knowing our counts here. They probably think it's another play rough. So we throw the bait, and then we get the shield. And then even better yet, the opponent throws energy. So we're looking really good right now. A one energy ball here would one-shot the opponent, but we hold on to our energy, and the opponent, they were banking on us just spending it all on that Poliwrath as soon as we threw it. But they saw that we overfarmed, and they knew that the match was over. So GG's. All right, into this next matchup, opponent quick switches out because they probably think we have Fire Fang. Understandably so. You don't want to hang out for long. So we're in here against this Shadow Feraligatr, and this is typically a problem for us. But look at those Astonishes. We are chunking right there. I try to go for a catch on the Hydro Cannon. The opponent wisely holds onto their energy, and I'm shielding what I think was anticipating an ice beam, and the opponent has Crunch. So luckily we didn't get debuffed. We're able to take care of that Feraligatr. But so now we have some health going into this matchup with the Ferrothorn, and so we're just teeing off on this thing. We're getting considerable damage with our fast moves, and it's like a death by 1,000 paper cuts here. But hey, this is good for us. And look at us, we ate up that flash cannon like it was nothing, and we have a move ready for the Tentacruel coming in, and now we're gonna just start using Astonish on this Tentacruel here. We are resisting the poison jabs, so we're forcing them to throw energy. They can't farm us down here, so that's fantastic. We get them down now into the yellow. They are out of shields, and so this is gonna be a tricky little end game here because Slurpuff does not like seeing a Tentacruel. Those poison jabs do a lot, and if they had a Sludge Wave here, the game would be over, but they only have an Acid Spray, and they get the insane catch. My opponents were really good today, so hats off to them for playing well, but the team was just too good here. Like, we're able to then get a nice farm down with the Amoonguss, and then go into the Tentacruel with a move for the win. GG's. All right. Jellicent in the lead. We love to see it. Opponents checking to see what our fast move is, and then they have a Shadow Cacturn. And I know that some of the top players right now have done some videos on Shadow Cacturn, so that's probably where this opponent has seen that. But we get that quick shield because we were resisting those sucker punches to begin with, and we're just gonna 2-shield through this thing. We do not want to take a Trailblaze to the face. That would take out probably 2 Slurpuffs at this point now that they're boosted as all heck. But we do get that farm down, and we have a lot of energy for whatever they decide to come in with. Oh my gosh. See, these opponents are going crazy with the catches. I was trying to get a double super effective kill shot on that Abomasnow, and they catch it on the Jellicent. So that's chef's kiss, man, to this opponent right here. My goodness. But like I said, the team is too good. Fool me once, so be it. We got redemption now, and for some reason I felt that knowing that they had an Abomasnow, I knew that my Amoonguss wasn't gonna have much value in the back, so I'd rather value farm for the Slurpuff, and we can do a catch of our own. Granted, I don't know if that Icy one would have taken us out or not, but they're gonna have to double up if they want to take us out here, because we're about to get to this Iron Head, and they do not. And then we farm the opponent down for the win. GG's. And hey, that's all the videos. Like I said, lots of wins with this team. I gained 130 ELO in one day, so I would highly recommend this team if you have it. it helps best if you have the shadow variant of the Mawile, and the shadow Amoonguss is also really helpful too, but I kind of like the added bulk on that little mushroom because that was pretty much the anchor of this team here. I hope you like the battles here, and again, if you're a returning viewer, thank you for your support, and if you're new here, please drop a like, drop a comment, hit me with that subscribe, and you're gonna see some more. You're gonna see some more content. I'm gonna probably get a new video every day or so. But hey, let's keep it rolling, guys. And hey, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.